baton here made of steel.
Yeah, another one. Cool.
And we are live.
Oh, hello everyone. We're here at TGU 19 and I'm with a great company, so look around. We will just talk about music industry and stuff. Oh, can we turn off this thing? Sorry guys.
We hear ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do that. Yes. Can you turn that
of
off?
course. Wait a second.
So yeah, we'll talk about our journeys within music and music industry. And let's just start by presenting ourselves, I guess.
Sure.
Do you want to start?
I could.
Yeah. Here we go.
It's always hard to start. Okay, my name is Charly Klauser. It's interesting because I don't know all of you, so I tell it to you and to the camera. It's
Nice.
cool. So my name is Charly Klauser. I'm a musician from Cologne, and I'm an instrumentalist and a singer. So I play a few instruments. I play drums, guitar, piano, and violin, and I'm singing, and also doing producing stuff. So everything a little bit. And most of the time I'm working together with other bands and projects.
Sure.
And so 8 years ago I started to be a part of the band of Peter Maffay. I do backing vocals and sometimes drums in this band. And I'm the drummer of the TV show Pussy Terror TV from Caroline Kebekus.
Wow, that's a lot of German right here.
And and Sasha, Tim Benslow, so many German artists I'm working with on different instruments, and this is a thing which keeps everything so interesting for me because sometimes I don't know which one I will play like a day before.
Nice.
But in the last 3 years I started to work on my own stuff because I always had a band on my own with my sister. It was a rock band. We had this for 12 years called The Black Sheep. I think we also worked with Thomann like 10 years ago together. So, but this band doesn't exist anymore, so I do my solo project. And I'm working on this pretty hard every time I have time. So I'm going on tour and we'll produce a record soonish.
That is so
It's
cool.
the short version.
Wow. I have thousands of questions.
Okay.
Let's start with the presentation thing.
Okay, it was just...
Just a wrap up. That was awesome.
sorry.
Yeah.
So my name is Julia Hofer and I'm coming from Austria, and I'm a bass player, and I started when I was 8 with the classical cello, so I'm playing cello also in band, so I also switch with the instrument.
You choose now. Yeah. And just let us know when we're up again. There were too many viewers, I guess.
We are live.
Oh, we're live again. so yeah.
Yeah, and this is just a short version. I don't know when it stops, so
just
my
start
name,
again.
my name is Julia Hofer. I'm a bass player, and yes, I'm playing bass since I was 16, and I started playing classical cello when I was 8, and yes, now I play both in bands and different genres.
And you do some videos for Thomann, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Cool.
So hello guys.
Philippa.
Yeah, my name is Philippa and I'm 13. I'm from Denmark and I have played the electric guitar since I was 6. I'm going to a music school where I take a lot of different subjects. I have music theory, and I have we have a band at the music school, and I have guitar, piano, singing lessons, and singer-songwriter lessons, all the stuff of that, which I love. Then I also go to school, of course. And then I just like playing music. I also have my own band. We are named Sometimes Monday, and we practice at my place every Monday, or most Mondays. Yeah. And we published a single a few months ago named Sometimes. I write the songs for the band, so we are playing rock music. And then I also write my own songs. That's my own project. I'm working on an EP that I hope to publish really soon. I'm gonna start recording it when I get home from TGU. And think that's what I'm doing.
Wow.
I got a sneak peek from her song yesterday. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I loved it.
I love to hear it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Cool. Yes.
So, hi. I'm Jeanne Nooney from PRS Guitars, and I'm here at TGU representing PRS Guitars, which I've worked for them for 7 years now. And I do a lot of things. I do public relations and event coordination and a whole bunch of other things, but one of my loves is YouTube. And so when PRS started to get involved with YouTubers, a lot of them are already my friends because I follow their channels and talk with them. And so it was just logical that I would be a part of it, and just really happy to be here and see everyone. In addition to working for PRS, I'm also a musician. I play a little bit of guitar quite poorly, considering all of the YouTube videos that I watch for electric guitar should be much better. But I'm a tenor sax, alto sax, flute, keyboards. I also love to play the Roland Aerophone, and I have a band. I've had bands ever since I was 16 years old, and we play about, I don't know, about 40 shows a year or something like that. And it is
Next to a
just,
full-time job.
yes,
Wow.
yes, because it's a stress reliever. You get out there and you play and you don't think about anything else. You think about the music. So anyway, hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Kayley Kravitz. I'm from Izotope. I'm the social media manager at Izotope, but I'm also a musician myself. I picked up the guitar when I was 11 years old, inspired by Noel Gallagher from Oasis. And from there, I picked up bass, and when I started learning learning music theory when I was in high school, I found it much easier to visualize things on a keyboard instead of the neck of the guitar. So then I started kind of learning piano and theory together in conjunction. And I've never been much of a songwriter, but I've always loved to reinterpret my favorite songs. So most recently I've been doing a project called Darktic Monkeys, where I do dark wave covers of Arctic Monkeys songs, me and my microchord. So that's kind of my creative outlet. I'm also a DJ. I DJ a Britpop brunch party back in Boston called Britpop Social Club. If you're ever in Boston, second Sundays at the Sinclair in Cambridge. Which is really fun. I get to DJ that with my fiance. So music is really my life, and being able to work for Izotope and be able to channel that into social media marketing, which is something that I also enjoy, has been a really, really cool thing for my career. Before I was at Izotope, I was at Berklee College of Music's online school, and I'm originally from outside of Nashville, Tennessee, but I moved up to Boston when I was 18 to attend Emerson College, and I cross-registered for courses at Berklee through the Boston ProArts Consortium, so I did part of my undergrad there, and then eventually ended up working there for a bit before I landed at Izotope. So that's kind of my story in a nutshell.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Cool
That's a lot of music.
How much time do I have?
Yeah, just to wrap it up, I'm Valeria. My artist name is Valeria Frattini. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm not skilled as you guys. I just write songs. So that happens when I try to improve my guitar skills. I just happen to write a song, and then I'm very happy. So that's my thing. And I ended up at Thomann to do a couple of videos too. So, and that's why we're here, because I thought you guys are just crazy ass bitches. Yes, you're very cool and so talented, and I just wanted to gather you all around. And now I'm really interested in your whole projects and what you do. Like, for example, let's start with one question. What does music mean to you? Big question.
Just about everything.
Yes, I agree with that.
What's the first thing you do in the morning? What's the last thing you do at night? You're playing something, whether it be you're playing it on YouTube or you're actually picking up an instrument. It's lifeblood.
Yeah, or
It
just
keeps
listening to your favorite song that puts you in that place that makes you feel like everything is right with the world.
Yeah.
And it's living in the moment. I think nowadays it's sometimes really hard to not think at the future or something else. We're just living in a different world, and when you make music, it's my feeling I'm right in the right place.
Exactly.
And just the moment is the thing you're feeling right now.
Right.
And that's one of the most cool, or that's a cool thing, a cool feeling that you.
I agree. When you're playing, you can't think about with me, the day job or, anything else. You have to just be in the moment and be totally present and play.
Yeah, be in the moment.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I think as a musician, you also have so many parts and periods of time where you don't do music, because it's also about organization. And I mean, you all know about it, and also today about YouTube or Insta or whatever. And sometimes you think, oh, it's so hard doing this and doing that, and why am I doing it? And then on the next day you're on stage and this is it. I know it. And every time when you do it, you know why you're doing it and why you put so much of yourself into what you're doing.
I also love it so much when you play in front of an audience. Doesn't depend how big this audience is, because of the moment you create, because it's something special with the audience. So it's not just you, but there's something in the room with the music, you and the audience, and that is a connection you can't get on a phone or something. You can't hold it. That's just a moment, and you can't play it, or you can't. That's just this moment.
Yeah.
And that's something magical. I think.
Was it always there? Like, did it just happen, or did you have like a moment where you felt, okay, this is more than just a hobby, or this is more than just a thing that I do? Did you have like a key moment, or was it always there?
Always there.
Yeah, it was always there. I can't remember a moment where I thought, okay, maybe I should do music. It was just growing up with it. I mean, I was really happy to have both of my parents are musicians, so it was really natural, like being too small to play piano. Oh, it's so cool. So I didn't have a moment.
It's a really fun story from my parents that they told me. I can't remember, but we were at a friend's house, and I was still little, and I was asking, I had to go to the loo, and they were like, are you gonna find it by yourself? And I'm like, I think so. So I went through the whole house, and then I ended up in the toilet. And everybody at the dinner table was like, oh, there's a dinosaur.
Oh, yes, there is.
Hello? What the hell? Hello? How you doing?
Okay, this is what happens at Thomann.
Yes, we didn't expect that at all.
Cue the dinosaur.
Wow. You just totally killed my story. Wow. Thank you so much.
So you're in the loo.
So I was in the loo, and the people at the dinner table, and he oh my god. Right, crazy.
And after that,
yeah, they hit me singing, and they were like, "Oh, she found the loo," because I loved to do it because the sound in the toilet was so reflecting, and it was just good, and it was just so nice singing there. So I always sang when I was at the toilet.
Aren't like stairways, like the stairways at the hotel upstairs in the castle? Oh my goodness, you walk in there and the reverb, what can you do? You walk in there and you clap or you whistle or you just have to sing a note to hear that. I love immersing in that.
Wow, I think I was doing a video on that.
I was just there.
Love it.
I was there
Love
like
it.
10 minutes ago. And because Simon Scheibel, the drummer from Thomann, by the way, he's my husband. No, I was there to support him and to see. Also, he's working with Warren. Warren Hewart. I'm working
Produce
with.
Like a Pro.
So so it was pretty cool to be there, and I helped a little bit and looked because I was so excited how it sounds. And they just started. I was like, no, I have to go. But it's so cool. So it's funny that you tell a story about your childhood and like 20 men, grown-up men, are doing the same. So
professionally
this is
too.
another cool thing about music, that things like this will never change. It just depends on your age.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Philippa,
There are some questions. Do you want to hear?
watching.
there's a question, for example, what is a skill you're trying to master for the moment? Is there something?
For the moment, it's for me as a musician. It's usually about tone. It's usually about trying to hone in on a really good tone. Because you can be facile, but if you have, well, I'm a sax player, so of course I'm going like this. But if you're a guitar player and you're facile, that's wonderful and speedy. But you have to have that tone. So for me, it's always a quest for tone.
Okay.
Yeah. How about for you, Phil?
Yeah, I would like to learn how to shred. I'm definitely not a shredder. Like, I'm playing stuff like the Smith, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Dire Straits as well, stuff like that.
Cool.
And then, that's what I want to play. I think that's fun, and that's also what I want to do with like my own songwriting. But I really want to have like those riffs that you can just play and everybody be like, whoa. Yeah, I really want to be able to do that. So yeah, that's something I just started. And then also vibrato, while bending, stuff like that. That's hard, because that sounds like crap when I do it. So really, yeah.
I really want. I want to figure out how to use a drum machine because I really want to add that to my Darctic Monkeys tracks. I've never been a drummer. I've never done a lot of electronic music because I just kind of got into synths after playing piano. So that's my next thing that I want to tackle is just learn more about programming drum machines.
I definitely want to step out of that singer-songwriter cliche thing. That I can't really play the guitar. I'm just strumming. Just like, oh, that sounds good. Well, because I've focused on the melody and the song itself for so long, and I really want to improve my guitar skills. Yeah.
There's so many things I would like to improve. I mean, the thing is, as much as instruments you play, the less time you have to focus on each.
Right.
So I think with my mind, it sounds terrible to say, I'm a little bit further than I'm able to play on the instruments I'm playing.
Totally.
Because if I would practice each instrument an hour a day, this is not really possible.
It's being a multi-instrumentalist sometimes can be both a blessing and a curse.
Exactly, yeah, because you're never as good as you want to be. But I mean, this is something.
Yeah. Do you have a
really
favorite
good.
one?
Favorite instrument?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think playing drums is most fun. So this was always my real love, because there were periods of time where I was doing other stuff and I was like, I really miss it.
Yeah.
So this is kind of my favorite one.
Yeah.
But also if I focus more on drums, I miss to sing. So it's always having the combination and the balance of it. Yeah, but the one thing I really want to learn, or which annoys me, is I never ever played in a cover band or doing cover stuff. So I always play the original songs of the bands I'm working with. So if there's a session or anything, I would love to be part of it. But I don't know any lyrics of, or not any, but I don't have a big repertoire.
Right.
Yeah.
So and this is something which annoys me, and I think if I would have studied music, I would know like plenty of songs and could just go on stage and sing. I could sing anything and improvise, but this is like, I don't know, maybe not here. And at this point I'm really shy. Excuse me?
I said you don't seem shy.
Yeah, but in this point I am shy.
I can totally relate.
Yeah.
Same thing, because I've always written my own stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you cover sometimes a song, or I don't know, happens to sing at a wedding or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not a cover singer either. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know that song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
totally.
I moved to where PRS is located in Maryland, in the U.S., I was always a jazz player, and there wasn't any jazz there at all. But there was so many like party bands, cover bands, and so I started one of those, and it is it's ridiculously fun because then I get to play. I never was able to play all the Clarence Clemens solos and all of that kind of stuff, but now I do that for fun. So
I love it. I mean, that's what I do. I tried songwriting when I was younger, and some of us have certain skills, and that was just a talent that I didn't have. And I have so many of my favorite bands and the people that inspire me, and I love just reinterpreting their music, and it's, totally just for me and my cat. She likes to listen to. But it's fun, and it's a way to be creative too, especially when you can take a song like this Darctic Monkeys project that I do. You guys that are watching probably know what they sound like. They're not a dark wave band, so being able to take those chords and then layer synths and make it dark and creepy and turn it into something else is a cool creative outlet. Just a fun way to. Don't sue me, Arctic Monkeys, please. Thank you.
sounds fun.
What do you want to improve?
I just started to. I really want to get the Ida Nielsen slap session. So I just started to, because she's doing a double plug, and when she's playing alone, she's a queen when she's slapping. And it's like she's playing alone, and it grooves so hard, and she's all the treble inside the groove, and it's awesome. So that's one technique I really want to learn and achieve. And then I'm pretty bad at bebop. So I'm just, at the moment, I'm listening to a lot of stuff and transcribe it to get some licks, because when you don't listen to the music you want to play or you want to sound like I'm not getting there. So I'm just listening to a lot of music and transcribe it. And on the cello, I'm playing normal chess standards right now to get to know all this stuff. So that are my main things I'm working on. And timing, I'm working all the time. So timing, for a bass player, I think the two most important things in a band is the timing and the form. That's the most, when you go to a gig, you have to groove, and you have to know the time and form. So timing is always a thing I have to work on.
Who do you look up to?
Bass players? Or
any? Inspirational wise, I guess.
Wow. That's hard.
Or any of you.
It's pretty hard. I love how Jannik Wistel is playing, because all the solo stuff and so on, I really like that. And Ida Nielsen, of course, she grooves so hard. And Tim Lefebvre, he's also one of my favorite bass players. And I think my favorite one is Pino Palladino. That is, just awesome what he's doing. Also on fretless bass. Fretless bass, this is also a thing I want to know, because I'm used to play on the cello.
Yeah.
So that is going to be my next step with the fretless bass. So Pino Palladino.
Yeah, very cool. Who do you look up to?
For bassists, I only know one, and that's Flea.
Oh yeah, that's also cool.
He's good. But in general, it's hard because I look up to so many people, also people that's not playing music. But somebody I has really been inspired by lately is Tasha. So she's not a big musician. She is
Tash Sultana, yeah.
Oh yeah,
she's amazing, really. She's doing these loop tracks, and she's touring around, so she's a one go bang thing, and it sounds amazing. She has done some bedroom recordings on YouTube, and they have over 50 million views.
Yeah. It's in the jungle, for example.
Yeah.
This sounds really pretty good from her.
Yeah, she's amazing. I think it's so cool.
Have you seen her live?
No, she's coming to Denmark here in a month or something, and I really want to go, but I'm not sure I can because it's in Copenhagen and I live far from Copenhagen. So, but yeah, I definitely look up to her, but also Jenny Marr, Jennifer Shanti, Robert Smith, and there's so many, I can't pick one. Yeah.
It really depends upon the mood, that what you're going to listen to.
Do you know?
Oh, so no, go for it.
Do you know Wallace Bird? Maybe?
Oh, I like it.
She's an acoustic guitar player, singer-songwriter, singer, and she's just amazing. It's just it doesn't depend on which instrument she's playing. It's just she has such a great energy being on stage. I always take friends to the concerts, also if they don't know her, and say, "I pay the ticket for you. You will love it. I'm sure." And it's just she's on stage and everyone like getting goosebumps because she has so much energy. And this is
That's amazing.
so that's just a tip. If you don't know her, check out
Yeah,
Wallace
I
Bird.
will. For me, like my biggest growing up, like of course I said Noel Gallagher really inspired me, and like John Squire from the Stone Roses, Johnny Marr from the Smiths, huge. But in terms of female guitar players, like the ones that really kind of showed me like you can do that and go on stage and do this too, was Justine Frischmann from Elastica, Annie Holland from Elastica, Donna Matthews from Elastica, Mickey Berenyi from Lush, and Emma Anderson from Lush. They were just these incredible women going up there and playing guitar, and you know we don't get as many female guitar idols as the guys get, and so seeing them really inspired me when I was a teenager to be like, I can do this too, and there's a place for me in this too. And so I really appreciate that I had that exposure to those artists when I was a teenager.
It took me a while to find my own voice, actually, because I was listening to mostly male singer-songwriters.
Yeah.
And finding my way to my own voice and the way I want to interpret things, that took me a whole lot of time because I was surrounded mostly by guys.
Yeah.
And so I love sharing my things with you guys. I wanted to ask you, when was the moment you said I really want to do something on my own, like writing my own music?
This is also a thing like doing music in general, which I didn't decide at a special point because my parents told me, this is also a story I didn't know on my own, that I was always composing. So I knew like 3 notes, and then I know a song, or my mother told me, okay, this is the song, and then I was always doing mistakes, and then okay, this looks cool, and then I was writing songs. So this starts really early.
Yeah.
And then because my sister she's a guitar player, and we always wrote songs together. And then we started the band when I was 6, and then we had.
You started the band when you were 6?
Yeah, she's a little bit older. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we started playing Spice Girls and then Offspring, and then a little bit more rock.
Ginger Spice was a really big inspiration of mine too. I have to admit it.
I'm sorry, we have to say it. No, and then it developed to be our band, and we always were writing songs together. So we were also pushing each other, and it was always a process. And I also had a band where I was playing piano. It was more jazz stuff, so we were also composing for that one. And and in the last years where I was doing more jobs, I lost it a little bit because I mean you all know we have to.
Yeah, gotta pay the bills somehow.
Yeah, especially
Unfortunately.
when you get older. Yeah, and then like 4 years ago, I was like, oh, no, this is not satisfying me. I would not like to do that for the rest of my life. I love my job. But this couldn't be the only one, so I was starting to write again. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And how did it make you feel?
The question. No, I mean, when you do music of other people, to cover songs or with other bands, you are always creative. If you're a creative mind, you can't shut it down. Yeah. Also, if you don't have time to write your own songs. So I think the last 10 years was collecting impressions and getting so many energies from people and things I would like to put into my stuff if I'm ready.
Yeah.
And maybe I am. No, I don't know.
What about your challenges, like music-wise? So, did you kind of realize this is my limit? I can't go further. So while you're training or practicing, and you're like, okay, I might not just be good enough to reach a certain point, or also circumstances just limited your way that you were heading. Did you reach something like that?
Kind of, yeah, because I've always been really involved have been involved for a number of years on the guitar manufacturing side, and I'm just super, super passionate about it, especially with the brand because of like high craftsmanship, and so I love to promote it, you know, and so my playing music takes a back seat to what I like to do with PRS. So I use that kind of like, I wish I was a rock star, but it never really gelled for me for that. But what it does is it enhances all of my life. So it makes it that I can do what I do for PRS and have a lot of, stay in touch with my own musicality so I can help other people like get involved with the instruments and just passion, you know, it's all passion. So.
Not really. I come from I have a sports background, so I did sports acrobatics for a couple of years, and there was no, I don't know, I don't have no, when you want to achieve something, I go for it. And you have to work hard, that's for sure, but when I want to go somewhere, there's always a way to find this goal, I think. And of course it's going to be hard, but I think I hope so, a lot of years ahead of me, and I can practice and go there. And just to practice it, it's so cool to practice something. So not just the goal at the end is cool when you achieve something, but to get there. That is also something that I really enjoy. So
for me, it was, for example, it was always tough to follow my way because I always wanted to do the music that I wanted to do and not cover, not German Schlager in Italian, because I'm half Italian and I write in Italian also, like English and in Italian. So they proposed me a contract with doing Schlager music in Italian. Wow. And I'm like, what the hell? No? No? Have you listened to my music?
What is German Schlager music?
Schlager music is like really...
Oh, okay. Yeah, with Italian, that would be something, right?
Nothing against,
nothing
everything has its purpose, but it was just not me. Not me at all, and if you knew me, you wouldn't even propose that to me.
Right.
So, so that kind of things kind of happened to me and tried to get me off my track, and I was just like, oh no, I really want to do my music. What about that? And so I mean, at some point you kind of lose the spirit that you have because everybody's just telling you to do something different. Right. So I started with English. Writing music in English, and then I kind of, and people told me I was too mainstreamy.
Oh my goodness! Are we siblings?
And then I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna get tattoos and whatever. Nothing against tattoos, but it was just not my thing to do.
Right.
And so I'd be individual. I'd be more, I don't know, have some more edge just because of that. And then I started, somehow I found my way to Italian music, which was totally fitting to me because I'm half Italian and half of my heart is there, and so it was totally fine. And that was kind of cool. And then people started telling me I should write in German. And then I'm like, so I actually tried to write 2 songs in German. It was horrible. It was just not my thing to do. So that whole journey, it was just like people telling me what to do, and right now I'm just at the point. Now I'm just gonna do whatever I'm gonna do, even though I'm not gonna earn money with it. I don't care.
It's the challenge between earning money or making a living out of it and not doing something you don't want.
Right. The selling out.
The selling out.
So that's my permanent challenge.
Okay. I understand.
to keep the balance.
Yeah. I'd say we probably all live with that.
Yeah.
You know, being true to yourself while also keeping a roof over your head.
Right.
This is something I also had to learn. I think it's really good to have this experience also you had, because when I started the girl band with my sister called the Black Sheep, as we do, it was pretty fast that there were managers and A&Rs who thought, oh cool, it's a pretty young girl band who are doing their own music. It was really hard rock, grunge, like Tool, System of a Down, Rage Against the Machine style. Cool. So not really simple rock music. And then I think I was 11 or 12. There were managers who saw our concert and said, okay, we would like to work together with you. And from then on, it started to be always a little bit to be a compromise, because I don't want to be a stupid little child who don't want to work with older people who have so much experience, because I thought, okay, this manager is 3 times longer in the music business as I am old.
Right.
So
and you've been on the earth.
I must trust him. He knows what's better. Yeah. So then we started to do other ways, and then we found another manager. I don't want to talk bad about them, but they always had a vision. And I think this is also something which is special of having a girl band, because they think, okay, we do the female version of Tokyo Hotel. Then there was another label. Okay, you're cool as you are, but we do the female version of Guns N' Roses or of Evanescence. And then they wanted me to be to play piano and be in a long dress. And they had so many funny ideas. I could tell you ideas where I was like,
you were like, I'm not a novelty.
Have you listened to it?
Yeah.
And of course it was like tempting for us. But we always said, okay, we want to do our thing. But then there was a point where we couldn't stand it anymore. And we said, okay, of course we want to have success. So we lost a little bit what we want to do. This was also the point where I stopped writing songs, because I forgot what I want to do. Because there were so many opinions and I was so young. And I was so happy for that time, because I was writing with many songwriters and I collected so much experience. But then I was 16 or 17, and I thought, okay, then we had a photo shooting for a cinema movie called Honey and Nanny. It's a really girly thing. And then I had a moment, I was sitting in a dress on a green wiese, a grass field at a lake, and was singing a pop song with curls in my hair. And then I thought, okay, no, something went wrong. This was a special moment, and
it wasn't you.
No, and I also deleted that video from YouTube.
Good girl.
Later on.
Can't find it.
This was a point where we had to kind of quit the band. Where my sister and I,
to redefine what you wanted to do.
We didn't know anymore how to come back to our roots. And when I listened to our demos from the year 2002, I'm like, oh, I love it. It's not good. I mean, we just played what we wanted to do, and not really professional. But for me, it has more spirit than stuff that happened. Not everything. I'm really proud of the records we did, but you know what I mean.
Totally.
Yeah.
More raw energy.
Yeah. And because of this story, I'm really, more into, or I'm more careful of what I'm doing now.
Where you put your energy.
Yeah, where I put my energy, and if people say something to my music, I also want to like to work with them, of course. But I see, okay, is this someone who knows me?
Yeah.
So as we all know, we know what's best for us.
Yeah.
But how is it for you? I mean, I talk about being 13 years old. You are?
Yeah, I'm 13.
You're 13. How is it for you, doing your own stuff or compromises?
So, I haven't had struggles with getting a roof and...
You're gonna pay rent,
I live with my parents, so of course, I'm 13, it's kind of weird if we didn't. But I think my struggles are quite basic and stuff. I'm trying to do the right things and don't take the wrong choices, and hope I'm doing. It's hard to explain actually. Trying to do the things that will make me a better guitarist and a better musician, and what will I have to do my own music, and how do people, you know, find me? Yeah, you know, like how do you get attention so you can do like records and stuff? And because I really want to record my music, but like nobody knows about me, so how can I do that? Because, you know, and I really want to go to college and stuff like that, but yeah, it's in USA and I can't afford it, like unless I get like scholarships. And I'm just like good, like I really want to be good enough for that, but what do I have to get good enough for that? And do I have to be a writer to, you know, impress people, or can I just play my own songs? And are my own songs too simple, you know? Like my songs are like open chords and a melody, you know?
Doesn't have to change.
There are plenty of bands, yeah, who have made a lot of money with that exact same formula.
You know, I like that, but you know, I really want to impress as a guitarist as well, because you know that's what I do. And I tell people I like to play guitar, and I like to write songs, and then I play my song and it's like G and D and E minor.
But I think it doesn't matter so much because there are so many songs that are very simple, but they're from the heart, and you're sitting there, and I'm so touched, and it's. I think a lot of people, beside musicians, don't care what chords you play.
And sometimes I think like,
that's G.
you know, especially like, you know, you and I both have a Berklee background, and sometimes I think people, especially in songwriting, can get very caught up in like the technique and being like, how incredibly, you know, complicated can I make this? And if that's what you want to do, great, but that doesn't necessarily lead to music that's going to make people feel something. You know, this is a 3-chord punk song can make people feel something more than someone shredding on a guitar. And that's why there's vanilla and chocolate, as my mother would say. You know, there's like different things that make people happy, and you have to do what makes you happy and the kind of music that speaks to you, and you'll find that audience that also that music speaks to them too.
Okay, I have to bring in some questions because they're really cool. There's a question from Dietrich Klaassen. Hello.
I know that guy.
Oh, and he said Philippa has released yesterday a new original on social media.
Yeah.
And he asked, how came the idea for the song? And what was the Fender acoustic you use of the acoustic guitar?
Yeah, I used the Acoustasonic, I think it's called. It's like the new acoustic Telecaster that Fender has released. We tried it.
That thing sounds so
it's
good.
amazing. You know, like you pick it up and it's super loud, and then you play it and you're just like, whoa. So that was amazing. So like the song I played yesterday is named Weirdo, and then like I have like a lot of struggles with being shy. You know, I struggle quite a lot to like come over to people and be like, hey, should we do a video here, for example? You know, because what if they don't want to? And you know, everybody's nice, so there's really no reason to act like that. And then I just kind of like hide behind people, being like, don't see me. And you know, people notice you more when you do that than when you're like talking to people. And yeah, therefore I'm kind of like, that's why it's weirdo in the corner. So like, the lyrics is like, I'm just a weirdo in the corner and stuff like that. And it meant quite a lot to me because, you know, it's just a struggle in general. I really want to be like in the music industry, I guess you can say. But if you want to do that, you have to, you know, talk for yourself. You have to be like, hey, look at my song, isn't that cool? Do you want to do something with me? You know, really. And I'm just like, yeah, here's my song. I'm sorry if you don't like it. And that's just not how you should like present yourself. You should, you know, really. You know, I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm like proud of my songs and stuff like that. And you know, you should really like show that. You know.
It's hard to get that confidence though sometimes, and like
it really is.
Yeah.
Totally. So, I mean, we're here at TGU. I saw one of the questions. What was the thing, the gear that you liked the most so far? So, what like popped up, and what did you see? What amazed you? What's like the favorite that you saw?
At TGU?
At TGU, like here at TGU.
Like in the last couple of days.
Like in the tent, you mean?
Yeah, for example.
Okay.
or maybe also here, what you saw, what you tried out? Tough question.
Yes.
I
found a Les
I
Paul.
brought it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I brought it. This came from PRS Europe, and it's a CE24 and purple smoke burst. And I love the model, and I love how it looks. And I just keep on looking over there. It's got my attention.
I'll have to try and play
And
it.
it was made in my factory, or the PRS factory in Maryland. So it's
I found a Les Paul. I kind of want to go pick it up so I can see it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's green, which is, it's beautiful. It's in the custom room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you just want everything in that room actually. But that one is, probably the coolest thing I've seen here. I've seen so many cool things.
Oh,
So I
goes on
can't
forever.
pick one,
Yeah. Yesterday, so for those of you that don't know Thomann, the piano department is near the restroom, so I was going to take a restroom break, and I noticed there was no one in the piano room and in the grand piano showroom, so I was like, this is my time where no one can judge me. And I went and I played this like 10,000 euro Kwai piano. Oh my gosh, that thing was incredible.
It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh,
I've been-
can't take it on the plane back with me though. But that was pretty cool, and Philippa and I spent some time in the guitar showroom together, and there's that 72 Fender Thinline Telecaster. I still need, it's like way up at the top, and I need to ask someone to get it for me because I want to try. I've always wanted to play one of those, so excited to try and hopefully do that today.
I'll join you.
Oh,
I love it. In line.
Yes, I love Tellies, and that Acoustasonic Telly, when I played that yesterday, it was not what I expected, but in the best way possible. When I strummed it, it was like angels were singing. It was amazing. If you guys need to try it out. Yeah.
That's cool.
I thought, there was no gear, there's lots of gear that was incredible, but I thought it was incredible to see all these YouTubers here. Because I'm new to this whole thing. And I was so amazed to see so many talented, nerdy people who were just about music, about gear, what they do, but so passionate and open-minded. They helped each other out. They were so open-minded also towards me, and they supported you. And I even got a guitar lesson, and I don't know, it was just this really cool vibe that I didn't expect, I guess. I don't know, you just see those YouTubers on YouTube, and they do their thing and everything. You don't expect them to be so social.
I just jammed with Adam Neely.
Oh, cool.
And it was so cool because yesterday I saw him for the first time, and it was exactly at the same time we were doing a live session yesterday with Andy, and I was sitting like there, and then Adam came, and he was like, "Oh, Juliet, this is Adam," and I'm like,
Starstruck.
"Hello." No, and it was so cool to see all these people. I mean, he knows so much, and it's so cool to work with so many people and learn so many things. Yeah. And there's also a comment. It was so cool because yesterday we had a live stream with all the guys, and somebody just right. It was Phil. Hi, Phil.
I'm still thinking.
Yeah, the ladies are staying on track a lot better than the fellas yesterday. Yesterday we talked about dinosaurs for about 30 minutes, I think, and then about shoes. And
They were talking
about shoes. Come on.
Shoes. What are the best shoes? And there's also a question, what shoes are we wearing?
Which, forever inspired by the Spice
Trendy
Girls.
footwear here.
Okay, everybody, it's your time to do a screenshot. Now we show. So,
There we go.
this is the 5 seconds we are talking about shoes, and now we go back to equipment. Thank you.
Let's go back. Is that why the dinosaur went through? Did they just like get a dinosaur costume?
Maybe, I don't
From
know.
yesterday.
I
It would be really quick.
Well, I'm proud of us that a dinosaur walked through twice, and we didn't let it distract us that much, right?
Yeah, it's just usual. It happens at Thomann. Every day.
This happens. So, I think we have to wrap it up, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
kind of.
questions?
Any questions?
Any last minute burning questions?
Any
Anyone?
questions?
So we can.
Questions?
Sorry, can you please tell the guys that they keep the door shut?
Keep the door shut! Sorry, that was too loud. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing you around here some more and talk some more about music and what you experienced and everything. So,
Hey ladies, at least you can stay on topic and not be boring. Thank you so much.
You also can keep talking. So
can
if
keep
you want
talking.
to stay live, you can.
we all want to go to lunch, actually.
Yeah, we're all hungry.
We're hungry. We have
You
some
guys don't want to
basic-
get angry
Can we
on
take
you.
the station with us? Because now I'm so interested to hear even more of your stories.
I know, I was
and
just
to
saying, like,
listen.
are we all going to lunch after this? Because I really hope so. This is awesome.
No,
Yeah,
that's such a cool round.
There's also Charlie. He's writing. Charlie, I just read your biography on your website. You were the drummer in a Dream Theater cover band.
Yes! When I was 12, yeah.
That's awesome!
Together with my sister. She was, what was she playing? I don't know, piano? Yeah, I was playing drums.
Nice.
Because I knew a really, really great guitarist. He was also at my age. And he could play every song of Dream Theater at this age.
Wow.
This was like,
Wow.
He
Yeah.
said, okay, we have to do like a cover band. So yeah, I was really into Dream Theater for a short time. I was standing in the first row, and I have like a, what is this? Like this from my portnoy. I was so sweaty after the show. I was like, oh my goodness. No, it was a cool time. And with this guy, I started my fusion jazz band where I was playing piano, he was playing guitar, and it's called Cold Fusion. So that was my first record.
Nice.
Yeah, long time ago.
Well, you guys check out all these ladies here. It's worth it, totally. I will further like my knowledge about you guys and listen to all
Yeah,
our
we need to all
music.
follow each other on Instagram.
Totally. I guess we were all on Instagram. We were all on whatever channels, social media, YouTube, where you can find us. Check us out, and I hope you liked it. And we'll be around the YouTube Thomann channel some more. And thank you guys for being here. That was so
Thanks
cool.
for inviting.
Yeah, thanks for
Then we
having
have
us.
the chance to meet you.
This is awesome. Yes, getting to know you ladies is such a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Bye YouTube. Bye YouTube. Should we take a picture all together?
Yes, we should.
Oh, we could do the photo.